are. We're live over here, live over here. Incredible greetings, everyone. Incredible greetings, incredible greetings. All right, so I'm going to pretty much get right to, this is actually this is something I need to have done. So we are going to take a JPEG of a logo that is slightly pixelated. And I need a better version of it. So I'm going to go ahead and vectorize this logo using a combination of tracing and point editing and like some other things. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use Silhouette Studio for this. There are other ways I could do it, but it's a free program, and everything that I'm going to do for this logo recreation or logo repair can be done in the free version of Silhouette Studio. Now, as far as saving it, if you want to save it as an SVG directly from Silhouette Studio, you do have to have Business Edition, and you can visit our website, shop.hsync365.com, and click where it says Business Edition to upgrade your Silhouette Studio. Now, there is a way to save it. It's a third-party application, so you have to do a couple. You have to do technically 2 different saves in order to save it as an SVG. The free way, we do have a video on that on our YouTube channel, Silaholics Anonymous. After this, I will link it in the comments for you to come back and go check out that video on how you can save it as an SVG if you only have the free version of Silhouette Studio. All right. But that's, like I said, that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, wait, I need to change like I said, that's pretty much what we're going to do. I need to change my audience on here. I also need to share it out. If you are watching over on my regular page, Shakia Lavelle, I am beginning the transition where all of our content will be over on our Facebook page, 365 Creative Academy. If you're not on 365 Creative Academy's Facebook page, there is a link in the description. And I'll put it in the chat as well, where you can go and follow that page, because eventually I will start to stop posting here. So this is kind of our transition period where I am still posting here so you guys can see it, know that we're making the change. So it's a way for me to kind of announce that we're making the change. But make sure that you go over there and you follow over on that platform, because that's where lives and tutorials, I'm going to go back to doing some pre-recorded ones as well. So all of that content will be there. And then all things related to business will be on Shakia the Professor. But I don't have the link in there because that one's still under construction, but it's coming. But make sure that you go follow 365 Creative Academy over on Facebook, and also subscribe to the YouTube channels. That one is still Silaholics Anonymous. We also have 365 Creative Academy and Honestly Speaking. So we have 3 YouTube channels that you can subscribe to for different content, okay? But I'm going to, let me share this. I actually have to go over to 365 Creative Academy so that I can share this out. Okay. And then I need to switch over to 365 Creative Academy so that I can share from there. Okay. All share out. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Ooh. Let me get this gum out my mouth. I'm going to introduce myself, and then we will head over to Silhouette Studio so that I can do the repair on this logo that is slightly pixelated. Okay. So I am Shakia Lavelle, also known as Shakia the Professor. Our company is HS Inc. 365. We are the home of the Honestly Speaking brand of products. We carry the absolute best sublimation paper and ink. Our sublimation paper allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds, no butcher paper required. And you can get results like it is on my shirt. And this is a gray shirt. If you did not know, yes, you can sublimate 2 colors. It's not as bright and vibrant when you are putting it on white, but you definitely can sublimate to certain colors. It will come out, others not so much. And, some colors just don't work well. But a good gray, good tan. I like reds on yellows, like yellow polyester shirts. Mwah, chef's kiss. But you can check out our products over on shop.hsync365.com. It is currently on a closeout because we are, or I guess like now, it's kind of like more like overstock sale. 52%. We have 8.5 by 14 and 11 by 17 available right now. Okay. We're also the home of Silhouettes Anonymous. That is where I've been teaching you how to use Silhouette Studio for the past decade. And then 365 Creative Academy is where we help you to unlock your creativity in a wide variety of trainings, not just Silhouette. We have Canva classes, Photoshop classes, classes on how to design for memorials, birthdays, how we have classes for phone board, we have business classes. So let me know in the chat what type of classes you are interested in to see if we have that course available on our Academy site. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Silhouette Studio, and we're going to get started. As you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? So even while I'm doing this, we can make this live and interactive. If you have questions about Silhouette Studio, you can ask them, or just introduce yourself, or just say hello and let me know that you are watching, okay? So we're going to head on over to Silhouette Studio. Oops, wrong one. All right, there we go. Thank you so much for tapping in. Angela, Lewis, how art thou? Aquisha, hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you. Sandra says she's watching from Oceanside, California. Hello, listening at work. Thank you so much for at least letting me know that you are on. Go ahead. You can stop commenting so you don't get in trouble. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. So you can see that there is some pixelation to this. And it needs to go bigger because it has to go on like a banner, and it's just not that great of a quality. So I am going to fix this. Oh, wow. Are you serious? Okay. If you have, I know it's like it's vacation, but if you have time, you'll have a little break. And with all the plans that y'all have, let me know. I'm going to skip and hop. I'm in Miami Gardens. I'm going to skip and hop away. You are in my backyard. Okay. So the numbers on the website, 754-333-0335. Reach out if you have like a free moment. I would love to go and get some hugs and love on you because you're always commenting on our stuff. So to be able to see you in person would be awesome. All right. So hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for tapping in. Annette Turner, how art thou? All right. So I'm going to start with simply tracing this. Now, if I was zoomed out, it does. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Hold on. Let me exit out of this. It's supposed to be on its own. I didn't even realize I dragged and dropped that into the wrong thing. So zoomed out, it's not like, it doesn't seem that bad. As you go in, you start to see it. But I know that it's not like the greatest, especially since I need to blow it up. And we also have to be mindful when we are getting logos and things of that nature, how they are saving it. There's a lot of negative space around this particular logo. So although they may have like saved it, I'm not saying like as a higher resolution, having all of this negative space definitely affects it, right? So I'm going to make this where the bounding box on it, like it's just to the logo, and someone doesn't have to go in and remove all of that extra, okay? So we're gonna start with tracing. I'm going to just see what it gives me, because I mean, sometimes I can just go in and just manually trace it using edit points, but I do want to see what the trace gives me. So we're going to select trace area, place our box around it. And okay, it filled in pretty good there. I'll go up just a little bit more to see if I can't smooth it out some, and then hit trace, not trace and detach. We're going to hit trace. All right. So I'm going to take that trace. I'm going to fill it in with some color. It does not matter what color it is, I promise you. And then I'm going to just hold down Alt and click. That's going to duplicate it right in front. And I'm going to make that one purple. And as always, I like to make a duplicate, which I'm going to do both the front and the back just in case. All right. So now that's over there for safekeeping. What I'm going to do is go ahead and separate Beauty from Melanated, and we're going to take down our adjust our transparency. I want to actually, I need to adjust the, I'm going to simplify it, try and get rid of some of those edit points. Ooh, really good. I like how many edit points are here now. Okay, and we're going to delete a lot of these points. So I'm just going to hold down. I want to take this up just a little bit on the transparency on this one. Okay, so I can see. I'm going to come over here, just select all of these, delete point. We're going to come in through here, delete point. All these little extras that I don't need, we're going to go ahead and delete the points on them. All right, now I need to split this. I'm going to go ahead and just put a rectangle right here, hold down Shift, click, and oops, hold on. So click on the little rectangle, hold down Shift, click, and then I'm going to modify and subtract. And I have to do it over here as well. We're going to put a small rectangle right here. Hold down Shift, click on it, and subtract. All right, and I have one more. Actually, no, I don't have to do that one. I can just go up when it comes to that one. All right. So now I'm going to go in here and refine this and smooth out these lines. If I wasn't on YouTube, I would have some music probably going, because it's probably boring for you guys just watching me click. I normally just kind of like I'll have either a podcast going or I'm watching something over on Hulu. I'm catching up on like on shows is normally what I will be doing during this time. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be talking through it. So I know this might seem a little boring. Because it's not really meant to be a tutorial where I'm teaching. It's just kind of looking at, observing what the process is to basically vectorize this, and which is also called manual tracing. If you are someone that is interested in learning how to use Silhouette Studio and you've never heard about our Essentials of Silhouette Studio course, the link for that is also in the description of this video. We taught it in its entirety over the course of 30 days with, just kind of looking at designs and pulling everything together. We went through every single tool and function, and you have unlimited access to that playback. What you also get access to is the playbacks of a 14-week refresher, as well as a 10-week review. So there's going to be ample opportunity. You can watch it over as many times as you would like. If you use the code 30live or live 30, you will get 50% off of that training. You get access to an exclusive group where if you ever run into any obstacles, you can simply make a post in the group. And then there are times where if it is something that is truly design related and I am able to showcase it to you in 15 minutes or less, I will either just make a video or I will go live to show you how to accomplish the thing that you are having a hard time with. I mean, as far as like certain functions. Now, sometimes it's not as easy, can't really do it in 15 minutes or less to do a full like start to finish type design, but I can get you going in the right direction. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make, because this is actually driving me crazy, I'm going to make them all corner, corner, corner. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for watching from North Carolina. Why are you glad that you caught this one? What is special about this particular live video that you are glad that you were able to catch it? You've been trying to do edit points. Have you checked out our Essentials of Silhouette Studio training? We have a full training that fully breaks down edit points so that you get a full understanding of it and understand how to properly maneuver them. Have you checked out our Essentials of Silhouette Studio training? All right, so that's one to be the best place. So if you're trying to do edit points, go back and watch the one that is, the original one when we went over it in the 4-week refresher. The 14-week refresher, the 10-week review. A lot of you guys have this class. There's thousands of you with the class, but you guys have to make it work for you. You have to go back. You have to put in the work. You have to re-watch it. And, don't just watch it like one time. Use it as your ultimate video reference guide. Whenever you get stuck, go to the lessons. Make sure that you take really good notes. Don't just watch it. Make sure that the sessions that have worksheets to it, you're actually doing the worksheets. So some people will try and watch it. It's like, okay, well, I want to grasp edit points. I'm going to try and mimic what she's saying to do with my own image. And that makes it a little bit harder to grasp. But if you go through the training and you use the reference files and the worksheets that we provide, it will help you understand the different tools and functionalities a whole lot better and make it easier when you go to working on your own projects. Oh, wait, is this? Oh, nope, it's together. I was like, wait, is this separated? But nope, it is together. I'm so glad you're showing this. Often people think it's a quick fix, but it's a lot of time you have to spend some time to get it right, even if, especially if you want it to look professional. Exactly. And thank you for watching. If you're not someone that does content and you want your clients and your customers to understand what it takes, even when they have their own logo and you have to fix it, feel free to share this video out. Put a caption that says, hey, it's not as easy. It's not wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It doesn't take a click of a button for us to do this and it be done the proper way, especially when you're trying to vectorize things. There is a way for you to do this kind of sort of in Photoshop using a combination of Gaussian blur and then adjusting your levels and your curves and things of that nature. But then you still have to come in and like vectorize it. So it's not a click of a button to accomplish this. I feel like I see a little hump here and it's driving me crazy. Okay, I think it might be from the background. Incredible greetings, John. Hey, Judy. This back end is going to drive me crazy. Okay, no, you know what? Let's do this. Oh, okay, that's why I'm on the wrong one. I'm like, why? Why is it not adjusting? Okay, that's why it looked crazy. I was on the wrong one. Stop moving. All right. Sometimes I have to delete points and still end up bringing them right back, but it's better for me to start with less and then bring it back if I need it. I probably should have grabbed my headphones. That way I could at least listen to my podcast. I want to be able to show you guys like this process. Like someone said, I mean, it's good to see what this process is, but it's like so weird to me. Because like I said, I'll normally have Hulu or I'm listening to one of my podcasts or catching up on a replay from one of my mentorship programs. And just so you know that this is not included in the cost of the actual print service that I'm going to do for the client. This is something that is totally separate. This is why I tell you guys all the time, you have to itemize and charge for design and or setup. You have to have a design or setup fee. I don't like the A. Okay, that one's done. Now let's work on melanated. All right, that took, I did my intro, so that took probably about like 30 minutes. Actually, I can cut into this because the background doesn't really matter. Thank you for hopping on. I am, as the title states, doing a logo repair. I am okay, I have no idea what happened. Let me know if you guys can still hear me because I can't click on anything. So let me know if you guys can still hear me because I can't tell if it's responsive because as I'm trying to click on, okay, there, that popped up. But let me know if you guys can hear me because my StreamYard isn't being responsive. All right, don't know what happened. All right, so anywhere where this is, it's pretty much the same. So what we're not going to do is recreate that every single time, right? So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. And I also need to come on. Okay, I can't use that one. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to make it a different color. Hey, where's my duplicate? Well, let's move you and weld you. Please hold. All right. That was Zanimani School. Okay. Okay. So now that this is done, all right, I'm going to take this and you need to go here, you need to go here, you need to go here, and that will be it. Come on. Oh, wait, I didn't even need that because I can just delete all those. Well, I still needed to make sure this was leveled. And if I knew exactly what font this was, I could type it out, but I really don't feel like trying to figure out what font it is. Sometimes people use what the font, and sometimes it ends up that you have to pay for the font. But I like edit points, so I don't mind like doing this part. But I can also attempt to find the actual font and then just retype it. And if they know what font their brand font is. If you guys don't know your brand font, you may have to get it recreated and try and keep a file of that font if you're creating it yourself. A lot of times um, the designer won't give it to you depending on um, what kind of service you had, like what type of service they offer. Some will charge you, of course, more to have like access to know the full font, like everything they use. Now, sometimes fonts are manipulated. So even if you have the original font, it still may not look, like your final logo does because they have manipulated the font and changed different things. But at least you would know the base font for any letters that were not manipulated. And then those can be just typed out, and then like someone who had to recreate it would only have to worry about one part of the design. I was way off on this one. And when you're recreating it like this, you're not going to be able to make it completely exact. So keep that in mind as well. All right, that one's done. Is everybody here watching? Are you already a Silhouette Studio user? Is this your first time seeing Silhouette Studio used at all, or just Silhouette Studio used in this manner to recreate logos? Okay, I could have, I guess that was on the other one. Oh, all of these aren't even together. I thought I made this whole thing a compound path. I guess I didn't. What's your primary design platform, Jesse? I just didn't feel like doing this like little end piece again. So yeah, anybody got time for that? Oh, I just realized that's a different type of A. That's not even the same. I was going to duplicate it, but that's a totally different A. Oh, I know you lying. I use Silhouette Studio and Photoshop all the time. Now starting to use Canva for small projects. I brought the Cameo 5 Plus. Thanks to you mentioning the 50% off sale a few weeks ago. Yep, those are pretty much my go-to. Silhouette Studio, Photoshop, Canva. I don't really use Canva for designing though. I use it for other things. So we're going to take this and we're going to place it here. And okay, so yeah, it is rounded off. Completely rounded off. And then we just put a rectangle right here and weld. And then we're going to take this one, put it right here. Delete. All right, so before, after. All right. There we go. Took about an hour. Well, hour and 15 minutes for me to do the whole thing. So this one is pixelated. This one is not. I can make this as big as I want it to be, and it will not get blurrier. Ooh, I see a little imperfection. I'm like, I see a sharp point. Ungroup. Ooh, and my and this is not rounded. How did I miss that? And then this. There we go. Alrighty, time to go pick up. I did it just enough time to go pick up Zion Imani. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me while I did that. So you got to see what it's like to vectorize an image, and it literally could be anything. So, I mean, in this case, I had to do a logo, but there have been times where it's like just a regular element, and I've had to vectorize it using a combination of tracing and edit points and shapes and modify tools such as weld and crop and things of that nature. Okay. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. She's like, I use Silhouette Studio. I love it because of the professor, but I think I'll have to get another Cameo. What Cameo do you currently have? Is something wrong with it? Takes a certain level of commitment to be able to do this type of work. My husband doesn't understand why I do it. He says not everyone cares about those details, and that I'm making more work for myself. Yeah, I'm all about the details. So it's not really making, I mean, when you take pride in it, you know, it's just, it represents you. So I'm just like, yeah, it has to be done. No matter how much calibration, I can't get it to cut right. Are you referring to print and cut? And most times you guys play around with that calibration and you make it worse, and it's not that. It could be a number of things. Have you posted in either of the groups, the Silhouette group or Student Union, showing exactly what it is that you're doing and what's happening? Meaning, show what's on your screen, show you putting the mat, the material on the mat, show you loading the machine, sending it to cut, and showing how it cuts. If you have not done that, shame on you. You need to actually post your process if you want help and to figure out exactly what it is. So you've been trying to figure out what it is and you can't get it to cut right. One, you have not booked a one-on-one session to figure that out or posted exactly what it is that you do, because I need to be able to see what's on the screen, how you're loading it, what kind of mat you're using, things of that nature. And then I need to see the actual results to kind of get an idea of where the issue may be. And then so you said yes, print and cut. And as I've kind of mentioned before, making sure you zoom in and seeing where your cut line is, because sometimes people think that they're on their line and then they have all the white and stuff. If you go zoom in, you're really looking at where the cut line is, you'll notice that it's actually off, that it's not right on the color. So there could be a number of things, but I won't know that. I won't be able to help you until you either book a one-on-one session and we go through these step by step. You're going to share your screen. I'm going to see exactly what it is that you're doing. Or you're going to go ahead and put that in the student union and make sure you're showing everything. Not a lot of times people are like, oh, I'm having an issue, and they're just zoomed right in on the thing. Like, dude, how am I supposed to know exactly what's going on? Because there's all these things that will affect it. So you have to make sure that you are giving the full scope in order to receive proper help. Okay, she says, absolutely. I tell him all the time that my work represents me and my business. So to me, it's worth it. Now, see, are you charging for it? Is he saying that because you're not charging for it? So it's like, to me, it's not making more work for myself because, baby, you're paying for it. So when you're doing these little tweaks and details, like something like this wasn't done for free, child. There's a cost. Attention to detail is another reason out of many why I watch your videos. Thanks for sharing your process. You are very welcome. All right, I'm coming for my one-on-one. Yep, go ahead over to shop.hsinc365 and book that one-on-one. Send an email to the professor at hsinc365 to set the date. All righty. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity, be incredible. Make sure that you are following us on all platforms. If you are on Facebook and you are, actually, no one's kind of really like over there. I'll say if you're on Facebook watching from Shakia Lavelle, we are winding down and we're moving all of our content over to 365 Creative Academy over on Facebook. That's where you're going to find that content. So make sure that you guys are, that you have liked, followed, and favorited 365 Creative Academy, as well as Shakia the Professor, because that's where content will live. I'm trying to transition everything over to the business page. Although this isn't really a true personal page, but according to Facebook, it's a personal page, not a professional page. So there are certain features that I cannot do, like using mini chat and stuff like that. So I need to get you guys over there. That way you don't miss out on content when I go live and things of that nature. Okay. So again, last time, check the link in the description for our website, for the paper, for Essentials of Silhouette Studio. Use the code 30 live or live 30. Either one will work, 30 live or live 30, to get 50% off of Essentials of Silhouette Studio. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.